Hello, my name is Galina, and in this video I'll talk about some new rules for travelers to Europe. These changes will apply to people from visa-free countries. For example, US citizens could and still can visit many European countries without visas. But I've noticed some confusion about whether we now need a visa to enter Europe. The answer is no, it's not a visa. But now we'll need a travel authorization. Travel authorization is a simple process. You fill out an online form, pay a small fee, and hopefully get approved within an hour. To travel to Europe, you'll need an ETIAS, travel authorization. ETIAS stands for European Travel Information and Authorization System. Now, who should apply for an ETIAS? You should apply if you are not a European Union national. If you are a citizen of a country whose nationals are not required to have a visa to enter these 30 European countries. And if you do not have a residence permit issued by any of these European countries. Next, is this authorization equivalent to a residence permit or visa? No, not at all. It only allows you to enter and be in the country for a short-term stay. Usually it's 90 days, within a 180-day period. Basically, if you needed a visa before, you'll still need a visa. If you are from a visa-free country, you'll now need to apply for a new document called ETIAS. If you arrive in the country without ETIAS, will you be refused entry? Unfortunately, yes. Unless you have some kind of exception, you'll be not allowed to enter the country. Even if you have a valid passport and do not need a visa to enter, you'll still be refused entry. If you have a valid ETIAS and a valid passport, you'll still need to go through border control. If you do not meet the country's entry conditions, you may be refused entry. But this is not new. It has always been the same. Now, when will these new rules go into effect? ETIAS is expected to be implemented 6 months after the EES system is launched. So I had to look up what this EES is. EES stands for Entry-Exit System. It will replace manual passport stamping with electronic registration. It will collect and store fingerprints and facial images from non-EU travelers. It will also track entry and exit dates and enable information sharing between Schengen countries. The last announced due date was November 2024. As we can see, nothing has happened. And at this point, no new launch date has been announced, and all we know is it should be sometime in 2025. If you've had an experience with ESTA, E-S-T-A, it looks like it's a similar process. ESTA is a travel authorization to enter the US for non-US citizens. And ETIAS will be a similar system to enter European countries. My mom is a European citizen, German citizen. And to enter to the US to visit me, she had to obtain ESTA. I helped her with the process, so I know what it is. There is an online form that asks for passport details, travel plans, and security-related questions. We filled it out, paid the fee online, and received almost immediate response, within an hour or so. The last time we did it, the ESTA authorization was valid for 2 years. The ETIAS travel authorization to enter European countries should be valid for 3 years, or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. You can leave and return as many times as you wish, as long as you do not break any rules. For example, you cannot stay in the country longer than it is allowed. There will be a fee. Currently, the announced fee for ETIAS application is €7, but it will likely be increased over time. ESTA, for example, was initially around $7. Then I think it went up for $15, and now I just checked, it's $21. The difference between visa and travel authorization is that applying for a visa is a lengthy process. You need to submit a lot of documents, and often you'll need to buy and show travel insurance, plane tickets, and the address of the place where you intend to stay. You'll need to schedule an appointment at the country's embassy or consulate in the city that is closest to you. But then you'll need to travel there for an interview. And after all this, you can still be denied a visa. I know from my personal experience because I was not always an American citizen, and I applied for visas for 3 countries from America: Germany, Mexico, and Canada. Thankfully, I was never denied a visa. As you know, information can change, and to avoid any problems at the border, please contact the consulate of the country you plan to visit before your trip. This way, you'll get the most up-to-date information, just like we all did at the time of COVID, when each country had its own COVID restrictions and these rules changed daily. Also, your personal situation may be different and you may have an exemption. And maybe you don't need to obtain the ETIAS. You will be able to check the exemption section of the ETIAS application to see if you need to apply for it or not. As a general rule, if you have a visa to the country you want to visit, you do not need to obtain ETIAS, but there are also some exceptions. Hopefully this information was helpful for you. Please subscribe because I'll keep you updated on this topic, and I'll see you soon.